Hey family, it's me, Action Jacqueline, your fellow alopecia princess. Thank you so much for joining me today in my live. In this conversation, I plan on talking about what I hate most about alopecia. And I think you'd be surprised to learn the answer because it's probably not what you think. I've had alopecia universalis since I was 12 years old. I think I was 11 years old when I started losing my hair. And there's one thing about alopecia that never stopped bothering me. That is the definition of alopecia. I'm not ashamed to be a bald woman at all. What I am ashamed of is to say the words autoimmune disease when I'm explaining to people why I'm bald. People have asked me, oh, why don't you have any hair? And I'll just be like, I just don't grow hair. And they'll pry. Like, it's just not enough for them to hear that. They need to know a reason why I don't have hair. And I'm not going to say it's because I have a disease. I'm not going to say it because I don't have a disease. I'm too healthy to have a disease. I can jump higher than most. I can run faster than most. I can do 30 push-ups in one sitting if I try really hard. I don't have a disease, and I cannot own that. And I need doctors and scientists to come up with a better explanation than an autoimmune disease. Even if I tell someone, oh, the reason why I don't have hair is because I have alopecia, it's not sufficient. They're not pleased. So it was like, oh, why? Why do you have alopecia? Bitch, I don't know. It's because I don't grow hair. That's it. Like, I'm not sick. I don't know. I don't know why I don't have hair. I haven't had hair in 100 years. That's why I don't have hair. Maybe it's just a phenotype. That's what the doctor said. After the endocrinologist 2 years ago ran the test panel for me, and everything came up negative for autoimmune diseases, I said, well, doctor, you just told somebody who has no hair on her body whatsoever that she does not have any autoimmune diseases. And he looked me square in my eye and said, well, maybe that's your pedigree. I was so upset when he used the word pedigree because we only use the word pedigree to define like dogs and horses, right? Like animals. So I was really upset about it. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, maybe it really is just my phenotype. Maybe I just don't have hair. And that's what it is, because God knows I'm not sick. Never have been. Never have been. So for me to explain to another person that I have this disease called alopecia, it just doesn't sit right with me because I don't feel sick. Maybe if I feel sick, I'll tell you I have a disease, but I don't feel sick. What's up, D? How you doing, girl? I'm over here talking about what I hate about alopecia. And what I was saying is what I hate most is the designation of disease. I think that's the reason why I hate going outside without my hair, is because people always assume that I have a disease, and I can't own that. I can't own disease. I can't own that one. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel sick. Maybe if I was sick, maybe if I was under the care of a physician. Oh, right now I'm using the Play Tent by Benefit. I do like the Benefit line, obviously. I don't have any real love for any particular line, but somehow Benefit seems to nail it every time. All right, so right now I'm going to put on my Motown Tress wig. Ooh, I forgot to get my wig cap. Did y'all see my last video where I talked about the dangers of wearing synthetic wigs? In that video, I talked about... I don't even want to get into that, y'all. I don't want to get into that. That really bothered me. That study about wigs and the pesticides that they found in the fibers, that was the thing that really made me feel sick. That made me feel sick to my stomach. Okay, so if you guys will wait for 1 second, I'm going to go get my, what do you call it? My wig cap. I've never felt the need to wear a wig cap until I saw that study. And I don't even know if it helps at all. I just haven't figured out yet what I'm going to do. If I'm not going to be wearing synthetic wigs, am I supposed to go to human? I really don't like human hair wigs at all. We'll get into it in another conversation. And look how ugly I look with a wig cap. I freaking hate it. Can't stand it. Okay. So this is the LUHD Super Wig by Motown Tress. And I cut it. She was like, I think she was like 30 inches. I think she's a 31-inch wig. I cut it really short. And this is how she came out. I do like the wig though. Thank you, Tamio. Thank you, I appreciate that. I hope I didn't butcher your name. That's Tammy Joe. Sorry, I did butcher your name. I apologize. Okay, so this is I think the color is Gold Swirl. The color of this wig. But yeah, I was just saying, I really don't feel like Alopecia Universalis is a disease. I feel like it's a phenotype. I know people are not going to like what I just said because most people don't want to own this alopecia thing. But I've been bald long enough so that I have to own it. Like I'll own hair loss. Like I'm perfectly fine being a bald woman, but I can't own having a disease because I'm not. I don't think I have a disease. And I think the doctor needs to do better about explaining what it is, because it's making our lives unnecessarily miserable, I feel like. To have to tell someone that you have a disease when you know you're not freaking sick. That sucks. I know a lot of people say, well, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. You would be surprised how many people demand explanations. I mean, like out in public, perfect strangers. Oh, do you mind if I ask you a question about your hair? Yes, bitch, I fucking mind. Pardon my French, y'all. I'm sorry. But of course, I never say that. I'm always like, sure, what do you want to know? And then they go, oh, do you have cancer? No, I don't. And I'm not sick. And that's why I keep my wig on, because honestly, I don't want to answer those questions out in public. I just don't. Anyway, I'm about to go shopping a little bit. I just wanted to come up here and get that thought out, because I've been meaning to have this conversation, but I never, ever, ever remember to do it. So I figured, you know what, let me just go live and talk about it. Am I going to wear this wig? I think I might. Ooh. All right, so this works. All right, guys, so you want it in black? I'll send you a link. It's LUHD Super. Tell them God has your hair. God does have my hair. God is holding it for me, so when I go to heaven, life could be extra good, right? But life is good now. That's the thing. Life is good now. So why do I have to tell people that I have a disease called alopecia? I'd rather just not say anything at all. But people just randomly come up to me. I don't have a disease. I have a phenotype. I don't have hair. When men lose their hair at 28 years old, nobody's saying, oh, you have a disease. So why do we have to walk around with this sign over our heads that we have this disease called alopecia? Men don't have to do that. Well, in fairness, men who have lost their hair and their eyebrows, they're a special case, just like us. Maybe at one point I did have a disease, but I don't have it anymore. The disease was my hair. Y'all understand what I'm saying? The hair fell out. I no longer have a disease. And I know I don't have a disease because I've been to the doctor and I've been tested for autoimmune diseases. And my test panel came back 100% clean. So I know full well I don't have a disease anymore. Maybe the tissue in my hair was causing a disease in my body. Fair enough. I'll take that. But to explain that to a stranger, like, give me my fucking hair, because I'm not explaining that to anyone. And I don't want to have this conversation. I just want to put my hair on. And it has nothing to do with some lack of self-esteem. I don't. I just need the doctors to come up with a better definition, because I don't have a better definition. Maybe one day when I could say to people, oh, I just belong to the bald family. Like the bald cat. Bald cats, they even get a designation that doesn't include the word disease. No one's saying they have the disease. They just say, oh, those are some very exotic cats that don't grow hair, right? So why do we have to walk around saying we have a disease? I can't stand it. I can have the hair on your lip and chin. I'll take it. I'll take it. What can I do with it? Do I put it on my lip and my chin, or do I put it on my head and hope that it grows? I don't know. Anyway, guys, going to go out and start my day. The hairless cats. Now they have a different name other than hairless. They have like a real like, it's not like Siamese cat. I forget what you call it. And I don't have my other phone to go check it out. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also you'll come and follow me on TikTok because I'm constantly making videos. The topic of this week is about synthetic wigs and the dangers that they pose. That's what I'm doing a lot of research on right now. Denise, who's in this chat right now, she's with me on that. I was trying to ignore the news on the wigs, but Denise was like, nah, sis, you got to talk about this. So because of her, I started chatting. So thank you, Denise. Oh, the Sphinx. Exactly. It's called the Sphinx cats. Yeah, they're bald cats. And I don't know, science was good enough to give them a name. And they didn't say, oh, these are diseased cats. They just said, oh, those are hairless cats. Why can't this just be our phenotype? I feel like if we had our own phenotype, if we could just say, oh, I just belong to this group of people, like albinos, for instance. Somebody might say to an albino, why is your hair so light? Why are your eyes so light? You know what I mean? And they'll just say, oh, because I'm an albino. And they don't have to further explain it. It's just understood. Oh, she's an albino. That's all it is. It's like, what? I don't understand. Like, why do we have to say we have a disease? Well, I don't want to say that. Like I said, I can run faster than most. I can jump higher than most. I can do push-ups. I can dance. Denise taught me how to dance, and I know how to dance, y'all. So anyway, I love you guys. We'll talk. I keep saying bye, but I really mean it this time. Okay, peace. Mwah.